There's nothing cuter and grosser than a mini puff poop. NERDSoul. Late ill kid at OneYoungsta, hold it down, bring you that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, we coming with another wonderful episode of That's Right, Talk Shop. We are continuing our read along of Ghostbusters, and today we've got nothing but Ghostbusters Deviations. And if you didn't know, IDW did a run of comics through a lot of their different properties called Deviations, which were big what if events. So in this case with Ghostbusters, it's what if they never crossed the streams. And it seems that if they never crossed the streams, Gozer would still be here, but not as bad as you think. You see, we've got all the bad stuff, like it's still a post-apocalyptic world. People are generally mad at the Ghostbusters, even to the point where they're calling them ghost losers. And most of the Ghostbusters seem to have lost their spark, or maybe their spunk. And they're kind of tied down with just a lot of work. I mean, there's ghosts everywhere. There's ectoplasmic activity going off the scales. And they've even got to fight these little mini Stay-Puft marshmallows that are just everywhere. And, you know, they're not happy. And they come in all shapes and sizes, but they're very small. And the more you kill, the more you explode, the more marshmallowness gets on everybody. And it's just not fun. So to get into the writing and the art on this, it's not Eric Burnham and Dan Schoening, so it's not my favorite art, but the art in here is kind of like an old school take, and I ended up digging it, man. I liked a lot of the writing. I thought a lot of the jokes really hit, and I thought that the art was very, very, solid throughout. They stayed on model, and I love the kind of facial expressions and little interactions we got, especially when it comes to Winston or when it comes to Peter and Ray, of course, because Ray chose Gozer's form and people just aren't happy with him. But what I like most is kind of the characterization of Gozer, because Gozer is, he's here, he's trying to devastate and tear the world apart because that's what he came to do. That's why he came through the portal. But when they chose the form of Stay-Puft Marshmallow Man, it's not all good. And here's why. When you're a god or a demigod and you come to destroy stuff, you don't want to be trapped inside of the cuddliest of cuddly bodies and actually forced to smile even when you're angry and you're just big and, well, generally lovable. And he's so upset about it that he actually comes to the Ghostbusters like, yo, we got to figure something out because I can't take this anymore. Even when I'm angry, I'm smiling and I can't be mad, and I'm supposed to be this conqueror, this evil god that's coming to kill everything, and I can't do nothing because I'm fluffy. I'm fluffy than a mug. You know what I'm saying? You can't just look, you can't do much when you're fluffy, man. When you look, if you saw the Stay-Puft Marshmallow Man, you just be like, oh, he's soft, man. I just want to hug that guy. He can't kill nobody. And that's exactly what's happening in this issue. And it's kind of causing a huge psychological problem for this guy, where he has to break himself down and come to the Ghostbusters for help. I mean, that takes, well, you know what? It takes a lot to admit that maybe you're wrong and that maybe you need help from people that might not even want you around. So that's a part of this comic that I think is kind of cool. It's ironic, and it's a little deep on a couple of levels. Now, something that I thought that was pretty fun and funny is that the little mini Stay-Puft marshmallows that the Ghostbusters have been fighting all around town, because there's tons of them, well, they are described as mini sentient poops. Yeah, see, the Gozer, of course, Stay-Puft Marshmallow Man, has been eating humans left and right. And well, when you eat a lot of humans, well, I mean, what goes in must come out, right? And when it comes out, they're these mini little cute marshmallow puffs. And so technically they've been shooting the crap literally all over town. And not only have they been shooting it, but when it explodes, it's been exploding all over them, which means they've technically been covered in the gooeyest of goo, if you will. And the reaction from the guys can be displayed just like this. So the interesting thing about the whole issue with Gozer, the whole issue with the guys, is that they do come together sort of to make a deal to, hey, we have this ghost that can probably send people back in time. We're gonna send you back in time so that you don't become Gozer, you don't let yourself in and everything is fine and everybody's happy. You're not here, you're not the Stay-Puft Marshmallow Man, and we don't have to deal with the post-apocalypse and everybody will be happy. Now, of course, Gozer, you know, he has been known to lie. So they made sure they put some insurance in there for him because they know he hates being cute. So they made up Loofah Joe rectangle shorts. And they were like, if you come back, that's who you're gonna come back as, and you're not gonna be happy because he's just as cute, of course, as the Stay-Puft Marshmallow Man. Now, of course, Loofah Joe rectangle shorts is, of course, SpongeBob SquarePants, but they can't say that, man. They ain't got the rights to that. Nickelodeon ain't gonna get that up. So they had to make something new, but the point is that, hey, look, if you try to screw us, you're still gonna be cute and you ain't gonna be able to get out of that. So you might as well just go back where you came from and leave Earth alone. And the cool thing is that they kind of pretty much agree on it. You know, Gozer goes back where he wants to go, and the guys get to keep Earth and everybody doesn't have to deal with like dangerous poop running around trying to kill people. So guys, that's how I feel about this issue. Do I think you should read it? Yes, I think it's fun. It's a nice one shot. It's a quick read and something that you can get a giggle out of. But since we've been reading along, how do you feel? Holla at me, I'ma holla at you. Down in them comments, let me know what you feel about Ghostbusters Deviations. Thought it was a lot of fun. And we got a couple of giggles, especially when it comes to Dana and Lewis. So, of course, before I bounce, I gotta tell you guys to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right, check me out right there. All my videos from the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all that. Then hit up shop.ThatNERDSoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt, player. And don't forget one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that NERDSoul. That's right, there is no better way that I can show people that you like what you are watching. So, LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please, if you're dealing with a ghost that can take people back in time, look, you got to plan for the worst. Trust me, it'll do you some good. Peace.